The McLaren Senna is an outright performer. Now though, there's an even more hardcore variant, reaffirming the notion that everyone in walking is partially insane in a very, very good way. McLaren on Friday unveiled the Senna GTR, which the British automaker refers to as its most extreme track car yet. Considering the cars that have come before it, like the P1 GTR, that's a pretty major claim. But looking at its specs, it's obvious that this car is built to pummel the daylights out of anything else on the track. The Senna GTR uses a modified version of McLaren's 4.0-liter, twin-turbocharged V8. In this car, it puts out a nutso 814 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque, a bump of about 25 horsepower over the regular Senna. McLaren tweaked the software and modified the exhaust to reach that power level, which carries the side benefit of making it louder, too. It weighs just 2,619 pounds, or about 300 pounds more than a freaking Miata. Its intentions are laid bare in the 3 vehicle modes on offer: wet, track and race. That's it. Oh, handle that extra hustle. McLaren beefed up the car's aerodynamics. There's a new front splitter, a tweaked rear diffuser and a new rear wing, among other adjustments like wider fenders to accommodate the car's wider overall track. All in, despite being technically larger, the Senna GTR is 22 pounds lighter than the Senna. The GTR produces a peak downforce of 2,205 pounds, 442 pounds more than the Senna. Even wilder, the GTR can produce the regular Senna's figure at a 15% lower speed, which probably results in the driver feeling like the tires are made of glue. Inside, things are obviously geared toward racing. It comes stock with an FIA-approved carbon fiber racing seat and a 6-point harness. A passenger seat is available at no cost, but it can be ignored to save weight. The cabin lacks airbags, an infotainment system and anything that isn't vital to racing. Don't worry, the car isn't street legal. The door sills rock the only carpet found on the car. Even the usual gauge cluster has been swapped out for a racing-style data display. The steering wheel is based off the McLaren 720's GT3S. There's also a radio for talking to the pit. Of course, none of this comes cheap. The Senna GTR will cost $0.1 million, about $1.44 million, and only 75 will be built. Considering how quickly McLaren's hardcore models are sold, if you haven't stocked away that much cash by now, you might have a hard time scooping one up.